Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Kate Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs. Thanks for joining me today. I am sneaking down into my studio before we go away to see if I can get one last video up because I'd really like to put one up this week. Anyway, yes, what you see is true. It is Christmas. It's a little Christmas craft. I did a little bit of shopping. Now, as you know, we don't get the Tim Holtz new release stuff here until, I don't know, probably later this month. And so what I did was I went and bought some stuff on special. That is last year's things. I don't really care. It's still kind of cute stuff. Plus, I've done some digital downloads, bought some digitals because I kind of feel like I'd like to make a kind of kitschy sort of retro Christmas cover. So I thought I'd just switch the camera on. This may involve some faffing, so hopefully I will be able to either just fast forward this, or if it becomes too prolonged, I could always edit it down and put a voiceover. But right now I just wanted to say hi to you all. It's really grey outside, and I'm hoping that when we get to Australia on Wednesday, which is in about 48 hours, we will get some beautiful weather and some time in the sun, which will be very therapeutic. So this is the cover. I've had this hanging around since last year, and I never did anything with it. So it's made with bookboard, and it's got this sort of spine. And so I've given it a bit of a sand, and then I've collected up a few things, and I'm wondering about whether I make this kind of cover. So I'm just going to kind of go for it. And if it doesn't really turn out, then I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just fun to play. And yeah, I know some people are not feeling like it's it's time for Christmas, which is fair enough. It's only sort of early to mid-October, so yeah, it is a bit early, and a lot of people are still in the Halloween kind of sort of vibe. But I don't really do Halloween just because, I don't know, I never have, although I have seen some things coming out for Halloween that look quite fun. So when I get back, I don't know, maybe I will do a little just for fun Halloween sort of thing. Now I wish I'd cut that just a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to rip that tiny bit off. So this is just some, nope. This is just some fabric that I had also left over from last year, and I do want to take this off, and I can't tear that tiny bit. I'll just get my sewing scissors. Oh, I just walked over to the other side of my studio to get my sewing scissors because I keep forgetting they're actually just right beside me now because I've moved my sewing machine. That is incredibly dozy, but yeah, I always feel a little bit anxious before we go away. Like yesterday, I spent pretty much the whole day cleaning. So doing a lot of stuff in the yard to get that looking a bit more neat and tidy. I mean, we live kind of rurally, so our place isn't like a super pristine. I mean, you guys have seen some footage of our place. It's by the beach. It's dusty. It's kind of a bit wild. I mean, I like it, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. But anyway, we get house sitters come, and so they're arriving tomorrow. And so really we just wanted to get the place looking neat, mowing the lawns, doing some weeding, sweeping up leaves, and cleaning up sort of the carport where the dogs sleep. And yeah, so we've done that yesterday. We cleaned all the glass decking and the spa pool. That's all been cleaned. And then I got into the kitchen, and I was doing a deep clean in there, which involved standing on the bench and cleaning up there where no one sees. Oh, our kitchen's pretty dated. It's like from the 90s. I'd say at a generous push. And of course that was back in the day when the cabinets didn't really go right up to the ceiling, so you can imagine all the sort of grime and everything that collects up there. And I had a few sort of decorative pieces, and they were gross, so I've taken them down and given them all a wash, and I've scrubbed, and we've done windows and all sorts of things. Right, So this is a Tim Holtz piece, and I've backed it onto some old manila, or not manila, but that crafty sort of file folder. And then this is just a piece of a digital from, I'm pretty sure it's Heather from Ruby and Pearl. So I thought I could put that behind there. And then I've got this really old piece of, this is actually the back of an old vintage greeting card. So I kind of like that rough bit there poking out. I've got another stripe here. Now this, that's what I was saying, this fabric is from last year, and I think it's just a fat quarter, so a cotton piece, and I've tea stained it and then kind of crinkled it up because I wanted it to look a bit rough. And then I think I want the brown behind here as well. So of course I want some of the stripes poking out. So I think we'll take this down here. It doesn't need to be super, oops, excuse me, super straight or anything. So I'm just going to try and tear this and see how we go. Oh yeah, that was actually okay. Yeah, so I get real anxious before I go away, and I feel like, oh, you know, there's all this stuff that I need to be doing, and but I really wanted to do this video, so I'm down here doing this. And actually, it's fine. I don't have that much more to do, but, you know, I'm just, yeah, I just have that kind of feeling like I've forgotten to do something, or I should be doing something else. Now, I've got this wooden Merry Christmas. It's like really thin wood. I really want to use this, and I thought about painting it, but I actually really like it like that. My only concern is it feels a little bit sort of, I don't know, it doesn't feel super robust, and I don't want it to break. But I'm thinking if I glue it down really well, that would actually protect it. So I think it's going to be fine. I've got these red tickets, which I'd like to use, but I think I want this dude, Father Christmas, Santa, Saint Nick, whatever you choose to call him there. And I would quite like to use one of these digital milk bottle caps things, but I want to actually put this on some thick cards. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to use this old card that I've got. That's, you know, this is the stuff I've been using a lot of. It's out of that old photo album. So I think I'll just use that, and I'm going to glue it on with some art glitter glue. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Hope everybody's well. We're well. Actually, in one of my videos coming up that I've pre-recorded, I talk about our trip and the fact that it was going to be, we're going for Michaela's wedding, but the wedding's not happening. So rather than repeat myself, I'm just going to leave it at that. We're all still going over. So yeah, but because I talk about it in another video, I'm not going to repeat myself. So yeah, if you look out for my video, that is, it's basically flip through. Oh, which video is it? I can't remember. Might be the one making things with the checks that I've got coming up. I just talk about, yeah, the changes to the trip. But we're still going, and we're still going to have a good time. I'm going to spend time with family. I'm going to see little Valley, who, wow, she turned 2 in May. So she's a little rocket. And then we're obviously going to have Lucia there, our little sort of 18-month-old, I guess she is now. She's coming with Brittany and Ella, who's our 10-year-old granddaughter. And so, yeah, the whole family will be there. And, I mean, we're not together very often, so, yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're not all staying together. Just was too hard to find a place that big. As soon as you start looking for places that are that big, apart from the expense, the people who hire them out get real paranoid about noise and parties and stuff like that. So then I get really worried that we're going to make too much noise because we're, you know, there's a lot of us And, you know, we've got kids and, you know, it would be noisy. So, I don't know. It's just easier. So, David and I have got a place, just the two of us. And then Briley and Albie are renting a place with the girl's dad and his partner. And then Lily will hopefully she'll be coming down from Brisbane, so she'll just stay wherever. And then my eldest daughter is actually going to stay at Michaela and Nick's place. So the grandkids will all be together. They'll have a ball. They'll be mad. Right, so that's that. I might give it a bit of ink. I'm not sure about down here, so I'm not sure if I want this bit sort of hanging out the bottom or whether I just want it behind the frame. I kind of like a little bit of that rough edge there, so maybe I will just tear this. The thing is, you can always put something else underneath if you want. And I'm hoping that I will just be able to commit. So I'm going to take this cardboard off as well. Oh, that's the other thing. I thought I'd quite like some corrugated cardboard. And I remembered I had some that I'd already sort of put some gesso and some crackle paste on. So this will bulk it up a little bit. I don't know if it's what I want. Kind of like it up the top there. I don't know if I want any wider than this. That does make it stick up quite a lot. This is on matte photo paper, so it's not super heavy cardstock, but it's heavier than sort of copy paper. I would like some rusty elements on here, so either maybe a bulldog clip. I've got these kind of glittery stars, and I've also got these kind of cool, had these for a while and I haven't really known what to use them for, and then I just realized they'd be great for Christmas, but I think I might be going a bit overboard now. But I just want to see, I just want lots of layers. I don't know whether that red is right, whether I need bring in some green or something. Kind of like a little bit of green. I think I'm going to do a sort of more is more situation. I've got this really cool wide rickrack, and I think this is actually vintage, so I wouldn't mind using some of this somewhere. Let's have a look. So we want to introduce a little bit of glitter, a little bit of glittery gold. These stars. Yes, I'm not sure. Okay, let's think. I think this is going to be super bulky if I use that, and I almost like it a bit flatter, but I do like the effect of the corrugated cardboard with the white on it. But it does create that bulk, doesn't it? So one of the options would be to have some at the top and some at the bottom, and then you'd have sort of that equal amount. And then maybe, I don't know, some brads or something holding everything sort of down. That would be quite cool. Just not sure where to put my rickrack. I'd quite like some rickrack on here. Just like the effect of that bright red. I'm just going to cut it because that way I can get a feel. Now I had some other stuff that I was thinking of using that again I've been holding on to forever. And this kind of suits the whole sort of look of this cover, I think. Is this rickrack here with the green and the gold and the white. So the other thing I was thinking I might like to use is maybe a rusty book plate, but I sort of am running out of room to put things. We could bring, no, that doesn't, he doesn't look right up there, does he? I kind of like him down there. I'm not sure about this gap here, but then I do like the green, I think. And the little peak of the number. I have got these rusty, really rusty book corner things that could look quite cool on here. Oh yeah, that looks quite cool, I like that. And then maybe one down here. I'm going to cut this and just pop that on there and see if we like it. Yep, I do like that, I think. I'm not sure about the stars. Okay, and I'm not sure about that down there. But I do want to use a little bit of this. I'm running out of room. Could it go under this? Let's take that off. Could it go there? We might need to do some stitching, that's the other thing, either hand stitching or some machine sewing. Could we have that? Actually almost want it on top. Or it could maybe go even here. Quite like that. Or do we just go for the green? Green and red. Maybe the green and red, because it's smaller, could go down here. Maybe we could just go a little bit extra. We could put that there. Where's my bit of red? Put that there. Okay, well, that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe that will look all right down the side there. Oh, excuse me, I'm just going to try and close the book and see if I can get a sort of an imagine what it's going to look like. It is quite fun. You can always add stars. I kind of almost like the stars. Yeah. Now, the one thing I would like to be able to do is take a photo of this, but my camera is filming, so I don't know how I'll remember. Actually might stop and take a photo and then come back and we'll glue it all down or sew it or do whatever we're going to do to get it onto the paper. I'm still thinking I want this. Or maybe it could go here and it could be our closure somehow. But yeah, I actually quite like it. I think it's okay. So I'm going to stop, take a picture so that I know, and then I can put it maybe, I'll probably print it out so I have it in front of me while I'm gluing it down. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I suddenly realised, because it was under something, I forgot about my Merry Christmas. I thought something was missing. So I do want this, but like I said, again, I want this to be well adhered so that it's not going to get knocked off. And I do kind of like it raw like that. What do you guys think? I don't, sort of second guessing myself because, you know, normally I would paint it or do something with it. I'll try red, and if I don't like it, then we can always do something else. So I have Fired Brick Distress ink. I've had this for a very long time. I'm not sure how this will go, so we will just use some scrap paper, and I'm just gonna go like this. Let's see. I mean, the thing is, if I don't use it on this cover, I will use it because I like it. I like the nice dark red. And then I could use some of that lovely clear thick embossing powder I've got to give it some dimension and shine. So here is the embossed, or yeah, with the thick, super thick embossing on it. I think it looks really cool. Some big brads would be cool. I don't really have any really big ones, but we've got these corners which I really like, so I would like to keep those. Got a little bit of sort of old paper poking out under there. Let's put that somewhere where it's not going to get broken. The stars can go on later. Okay, so we have, let's take that off. I don't think I want this piece of paper. I don't think I do, unless I crunch it up and make it a bit, because I do want a little bit of raggedness. I'm just going to give that a bit of a scrunch. And I think I'm going to ink this, even though I don't know exactly what you're going to see of it. I'm going to add some ink. This is going behind here. Then this one. So we've got a couple of layers going on there, which I actually really like. I'm glad I did that. And then this one. This one is going under here. So I'm going to cut that off at this point here. Now I do just want to take to it with my sewing machine. Again, I'm nervous about that. It's all going to be glued down. Let's just get my angle. Oh, that's right. He looks better there like that, at that angle, doesn't he? Then our little milk cap is going to go there, I think. And then I've got this, which I really like. I've seen people use them and it looks so good, but I've never used them myself. Right, I'm going to do some sewing. I'm just going to do it. Okay, we've got this, and this is going on here. So I'm going to just glue with the art glitter glue my edges. I've left the threads on. I kind of wonder, I haven't done anything leaving threads, oh, it's so long. So I kind of want them to be on there for now. Right, let's try and place this. We don't have much time with art glitter glue, so let's try and get it right. Straightish. Oh, look, we haven't even, we're quite close to the edge there with that, so let's just go there. Have I just put my big head in the camera? Okay. And then we're going to put this on. So I'm going to just, for now, just glue here. And then this is going to take a little bit more of a stronger glue to put this on here. Oh, right, we were going to do these. We were going to do those before we put this on. So I'm going to put this one on here. So I'm going to put a bit of glue in. And then I'm going to squish it down with some pliers. Okay, so I've done it round the different way. I've done it round the wrong way. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. Okay, let's see what that looks like if we have it like that. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Oh, okay, it might not matter too much, because we are covering lots of it up, aren't we? So maybe it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, it is gonna just go that way. All right, where's my little thing with glue in it here? Sometimes I wonder about myself. There we go, that one. And am I going to force this one on here? Actually, I wonder if I can just peel this back. I probably should just cut the threads off, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll cut those threads off. I'm sure you're all going to cut the flippin' threads off, okay? Okay, I'll put a bit of glue in here. This might end up being the longest video I've ever made, possibly. squish that down so it grips on. I mean, they're made for slightly thicker things, but there we go. That looks okay. It looks okay. I think I have, did I want that the straight way? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to have it that way. See, now I'm nervous about gluing anything because I've made that mistake. And now I'm even more nervous than I was before. If that's possible. Or I should just be going for it because I've already made a mistake. Okay, I think I'll use the Aleene's tacky glue for this. And how are we going? I need to glue this down properly first. So that's not going to go anywhere now. Fancy doing that upside down. That's, well, actually, are we that surprised? I think it's part of my me feeling a little bit sort of anxious as well. I'm just sort of, okay, I'm not sure if that was the one that was going to go down there. It isn't. I think this is the one that was going to go down there. Yep. Well, that's the one that's going down there now. I've got a band-aid on my thumb because I was peeling cucumber, making cucumber ribbons with the peeler, and I took part of my thumb off. I peeled my thumb. It wasn't serious, but it, you know, when you do just a little cut and it bleeds and it really hurts. Okay. So that's that. We're getting there. Now these guys need to be glued down really well. And I just need to probably just commit to whereabouts they're going. Right, so I think I'll just use some glue stick for this. Look at that jolly little Santa Claus. So happy. Okay, and then that could actually overhang there. Okay, so we haven't actually attached it to this piece yet. We've attached, have we glued that on? No. Let's do that. Okay. Am I ready to glue this onto here? I think so. I need to glue this next. So this needs to be really well glued. So I'm gonna go to town with the Aleene's. I should just move this out of the way. Oh, look under there, more stars. I've worked myself into a tiny space, as we do. Wonder what everyone's up to for Christmas. I guess if you're traveling, you'll have plans already. We're staying home. This is the year when all my family, all my children go to their in-laws. So we alternate. So next year will be another big family Christmas. We had a big family Christmas last year. So yeah, I'll just be quiet, which is nice. I think we need it. Just a break and a bit of quiet. Okay, so this needs to move down. So we're getting lots of nice texture and edges. I'm happy about that. Okay, I'm going to dry this off, like let this dry into something heavy, and then I'll be back. So, I mean, yeah, and then I can edit this movie, this video down so it's sort of watchable and able to be uploaded. So, yeah, I'll be back real soon. I'm back, and I'm going to try and finish this. I'm going to try and finish it. That's what I'm going to try and do. Oh my gosh, thanks so much if you've hung out with me. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to put an eyelet in here, because I figure if this is hanging over like this, I could put an eyelet in it and I could have something dangling off there. So that was my thought. I will need it quite close to the edge. Oops, sorry. I think I'm going to go there. Okay, let's just do it. And I'm going to put this gold eyelet in. I have to keep reminding myself we can print these things out again if it's a disaster, if it doesn't work out. Okay, so that's squished nicely. Right, and so that is going to hang over the side of that. Yep, that's cool. Okay, I'm a bit happier about that now, because I was like, I've just put some matte Mod Podge on here. I don't know why. I just felt like I should seal it with something. And I think what I'm going to do is glue these sort of heavier things down with matte medium. I've used this before on my other like really lumpy bumpy covers, and it's just really tough, long lasting glue that works really well. As you can see, the sun's come out and the day's creeping on. This has really taken me a very long time, so we need to get a move on. I'm not going to stop, because after this I'm just really not going to have time. So the first thing I'm going to glue down is the Merry Christmas. I'm just going to do it. So let's get the matte Mod Podge, and we will put it on the back here. And I really hope this works. Yeah, so, oh yeah, that's lots of sun now, isn't it? How's it looking for you guys? Yeah, pretty bright. Okay, pretty bright for me too. I'm going to put my blind down. Well, I hope someone's been happily crafting along, doing something while I've been faffing around with this. I think I'm going to like it when it's done. I love how bright and cheerful it is. It just makes me happy looking at that happy Santa and the deer, little reindeer. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of childlike and fun and not too serious, which I think this is what this journal is going to be like. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down here, and I don't really want that to be, I just want it to be really well adhered to this. And what am I going to use? I'm going to use this. Right, I'm going to close my blind and see if that helps. There's still a little bit there, but that's just going to have to do now. What I'm thinking is, how are those, do I get another brush and just get rid of these bits of glue here? I'm going to put this on. I've got lots in the middle there, and not so much on the outside because I don't want it to squidge out. So where are we putting this? Just butt it up to that S, I think, like that. So that gives that S there some protection. Yep, happy with that. Okay. Okay, let's get the stars on as well. Let's just commit to all the things. was when I was watching one of the Tim Holtz lives. He was talking about his medium, is it collage medium? How if you use that as a glue, when it dries it shrinks. So you can put a big blob on it, it will shrink in and hold everything, right. And then the little one, not quite sure how I had the stars now. Oh, I had the smaller one down like that. Oh, the lot has changed since that picture because I haven't got the bingo card underneath. Oh well. Let's just put it there. And that one's going up there. This one's going up in this corner. There we go. So now the thing that I will be doing after this is deciding on my trims, where they're going. I seem to have mislaid my big wide piece of rickrack. I don't know where that ended up. So I will be deciding where these go, whether I want the big one and the wide one down there, the wide one and the other one, maybe. And I've made this smaller because I'm wondering whether I don't want the whole of the cover to be covered with the fabric. So that's where we're at. I'm actually going to stop there because even when editing, this is going to be quite a long video, and I'll just come back and finish this after my holiday. We'll come back and finish this, and I think we'll just make this journal together. So there we go. I really hope you like it. It's getting there, isn't it? I think so. I love this image. I'm really happy to use that. I think the gold stars are fun and a little bit of sparkle. I think it'll be cool having something hanging off here. I think I want to include this rusty, but yep, I love the corners and the layers. So yeah, I think it's coming together quite nicely. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. If you have enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. It's the only way the video will get pushed out to other people who might be interested or might find it inspiring in any way. So yeah, I'd appreciate that. But yeah, other than that, just yeah, thanks for watching and hanging out with me today, and I'll see you when I get back. All right, bye.